Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Yasmin Isa, and I'm here to welcome you to class number 12 of Glow from the Inside Out. We're talking about some really cool stuff today. This one is called the Holistic Spa Adventure. But before we begin, I'm going to start off with the dua of Musa or Moses. May God's peace be upon him, just like we do every single time, inshallah, God willing. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Okay, so I had sent out a survey to you ladies about this, and I asked you, what do you think of when you think of spa treatments? What comes to mind? And this is what some of you said. Someone said manicure, pedicure, facial, massage, expensive. Someone else said expensive, facial, massage, pedicure, pretty much like the flip of the first person. Someone else said massage, time off, relaxation, facials, body scrubs, massage. Someone else wrote massage, pedicure, manicure. Someone else wrote facial, mask, hair mask, bubble bath, pedi and mani, aromatherapy. Someone else said a full body massage with relaxing music, some essential oils, and drinking a nice detox tea like ginger or lemon tea, just sitting in a quiet room with terry cloth towel or bathrobe and closing my eyes, just listening to soft music. Someone else said perhaps a foot bath as well. Someone said relaxation truly comes from the feet. A good soak or massage really relaxes me. And I also asked you, how do you relax? How often? Someone said I listen to music every night. Someone said I like to read and watch shows. I also love to go to the gym. I have not been consistent with any of these activities in the last 2 weeks. Someone said lounge around the house. Someone said relaxation would be lying on my couch with my phone once a day. I usually relax every day, but listening to lectures, reading, praying. Someone else wrote reading, sitting by myself, drawing, watching a movie. Someone said now, in terms of how often, now almost daily after kids go to bed. I don't relax very often. My idea of relaxing involves doing so many things to get to that state. Hot shower, candle, soft music, essential oils, that I find it overwhelming to get, or I get lazy to go through the process, so I end up just sitting on the couch doing nothing when I am really tired and mentally exhausted. Someone said I relax when I sleep. I definitely need more tips on how to better relax. It's what my husband says I need to work on most, because then everything else will fall right into place and the house will be more relaxed because my stress sets the tone in the house. So jazakallah here for everyone who shared on that survey. And this is a really important topic because a lot of women have trouble, one, taking care of themselves, and two, relaxing, especially if you're a caretaker, especially if you have children, or you're a wife, or you're taking care of your parents, or you're very busy with school or work, whatever the case may be. Now, why is it so important? First and foremost, I've been saying this since the beginning, it's why Wellness with Yasmin exists. Our body, our mind, our soul is an amana, or a trust given to us by the creator of the heavens and the earth. So we have to take care of that. And it's so important because as women, I really like what someone said here. A lot of times the way that we are, we're able to kind of set the mood. Now, I'm not saying that, we're responsible for all of that. Of course, everyone's responsible for themselves, but it's very important. Plus, if you are a caretaker, you're not going to be doing a good enough job taking care of anyone else if you're not taking care of yourself first, because you need to realize, one, you're human, two, it can only go so long until you get really cranky, and that really doesn't benefit anyone. And it also allows you to be more able to not let this dunya or this world control you, and to be more connected to your Lord. So a couple points that I want to go through. I really appreciate everything, everything that everyone shared in here. I'm not going to be recommending that you go to a, anywhere out of your home. I'm not going to be recommending that. I do understand that when people hear the word spa, they think getting fancy manicures and pedicures and massages and going to these really expensive places. If that's your thing, that's totally okay. But one, I'm gonna share what personally I find to be most beneficial, in terms of privacy, in terms of it doesn't cost that much, in terms of it's realistic. A lot of times, if you're thinking of relaxation and spa like things as something that's really privileged and expensive and, requires a lot of time and once in a blue moon type of things, it's not going to happen. And I personally think that it's just more realistic and even more enjoyable to do very simple things on a regular basis. And I think that that also helps our faith, our iman. So my first point is that you don't need to go to a fancy spa or get fancy treatments. And again, if that's your thing, that's fine. But for most of us, we are either too busy for that on a budget, or we simply prefer the privacy of our own homes. I've mentioned numerous times in the GLOW study so far, not study, sorry, I ran a hormone study several years ago, but GLOW program, that I recommend so many times the importance of massage. But I know I told you personally, I don't feel comfortable going anywhere publicly to get a massage, although if that's your thing, that's totally fine. But you can learn self-massage techniques, you can have your family members learn things and whatnot. And I know a lot of women do prefer, especially, I know these videos are for women of all faith, but I know the majority of my followers and those of you in the program are women who do prefer more privacy. I know that from just getting to know you. And what's really important is regular, daily, consistent relaxation in your home. And it's more valuable because if you're really stressed at home or at work and you have to escape to go somewhere else to relax, then you're just going to come back to a place where you can't relax. When you learn how to relax within your own home environment, are you starting to follow me in terms of how much better this is for you? So that's that. And the word escape itself, like I just mentioned before, is kind of problematic because, if you're trying to escape, then you're going to come back from that fancy treatment and you're not really going to feel that great after a while. And so I recommend that you build a life that you don't want to escape from. And I know that it's hard. I know that it's very, very hard as a woman to relax. God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, created us more emotionally wired. Many of us are pretty sensitive. We can really feel empathy. We can really feel for others. We multitask like crazy and we have all these different ideas going on in our minds. So it's really difficult sometimes as a woman to relax. We notice things that need to get done that others don't notice. And it's just, we need to start to learn how to unwind. And sometimes too, we don't know how to relax because we've been taught that, you really shouldn't, or we've seen other women who don't give themselves time to relax. So that is something to keep in mind, because recognizing that is actually going to help propel you into realizing why you might not be relaxing or why it's so hard for you. And let's see what else. So I have a couple spa ideas here that I want to share. One thing I want to say is that every single day is a spa day. If you look at it like that, it doesn't need to be this big thing. I mean, I know one of you mentioned that, one of the reasons why you don't really do any of those things, and it seemed like that sister who said that was saying that she prefers home treatments and whatnot, but she thinks it has to be everything, a hot shower and candles and a massage and this and that. Why not just have one of those things, per day, if that makes sense, on most days? So my first idea is hot showers, just like I mentioned before. This is really good because one, it helps you relax your muscles. It's very common for us to have very tight muscles, especially I've mentioned this before, especially in our shoulder area, our neck area. It's very common. We are on technology. We are doing a lot of tasks throughout the day, no matter what we're doing, mostly in front of us. So a lot of us have really overdeveloped muscles in the front and really underdeveloped muscles in our back, and therefore we get really tight in these areas. So stretching is really important. Making sure to do exercises that strengthen your back is also important, but a hot shower is very, very useful in terms of really relaxing your muscles, softening those muscle tissues and helping you relax. And spa idea number 2 is massage, which I've mentioned before, and I really recommend that you focus on the neck, shoulders, even head, behind the ears, and feet, and obviously the back, and other places as well as you see fit in terms of where you might experience pain or whatnot, but those areas hold a lot of tension. So that is that. And spot idea number 3, using face masks, and I've shared that before. In terms of different masks you could use, I mentioned how clay masks, 1-ingredient clay masks, are very beneficial, and how you can make your own homemade scrubs as well. And I've mentioned before for spy idea number 4, I've mentioned how it's important to take care of your feet, and you don't need a fancy manicure or a pedicure. And I know I'm not a nail polish person, and I'm just not, but I know some people really do like that and whatnot, but you want to take care of your feet in terms of making sure they're trimmed and making sure it's exfoliated and all these different things, because that's also going to help relax you, and you're on your feet a lot, so that helps as well. And 5 is the one that I love. Do something fun. I mean, as we grow older, we literally become lamer, because we think of how much fun you used to have as a kid, right? Kids are always looking to have fun. But once we kind of get older, we kind of get stressed and we don't have a lot of fun. It's so important to have fun and to laugh. And I know for myself, I'm pretty introverted. You might not think that, because you might know me through videos and my work, and a lot of my work requires me to really put myself out there. But, with those that are very close to me and whatnot, and that, those I'm very close with and whatnot, I love to have fun. I love to laugh and all these different things, and it is so important. One of the best role models, the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was always laughing and having fun and smiling. And honestly, no treatments, no masks, no hot shower, none of that is going to help you if you're not having fun. And I get it, it is tough sometimes, just day-to-day life, but remember, this world is temporary anyway, and we can't let it own us, and we have to have fun. It's so important. So fun, it looks different for every single person. So whatever you like, have fun regularly. And, especially if you have young kids, they will show you how to have fun. And hopefully, inshallah, God willing, they're making an impact on you in terms of putting more fun in your life. And, you're not trying to quell their fun. So that's really important. And, yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I want you ladies who are in the program, we have like a week and like 2.5 days left of the specific program, and I want you to do something really, relaxing every single day, really fun, and it doesn't have to be big. Just do something. Just and realize, someone said something interesting. Someone said that they sleep to relax. I mean, yes, sleep is relaxing, but sleep is repairing. We need sleep. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God tells us that He's the only one who doesn't sleep. So you're supposed to sleep, and I mean, yes, it's relaxing, but realize that you need to relax outside of that as well. And another tip that wasn't even on my notes here, but I'm just going to mention it because it came to my mind, is another great way to relax is to ditch your technology. I mean, literally, my husband makes fun of me sometimes for this, but sometimes I don't have my phone on me, especially if, it's the weekend, or especially if, the end of the day or whatever the case may be, when it's not really needed that much, or I'm around someone who does have, theirs, or there's really nothing urgent going on. I love technology. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to run this program if there wasn't any such thing as technology. But honestly, it is so stressful to always be wired to technology. So please disconnect yourself and do yourself a favor as well. I did this, I don't even remember how long ago, but it's so powerful. Turn off notifications in terms of not having your Facebook or anything else come up as notifications. And that's pretty much it. If you have any other tips that you can think of, please leave a comment. Inshallah, if you have any ideas on how to relax or whatnot, please remember that all good comes from the creator of the heavens and earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that, any shortcomings are for myself. Please do forgive me, I am human. And thank you so much for listening. Please obviously you watched it, but please share and like this video so that others can benefit. Leave a comment and be interactive. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of God be unto you.